Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's great to have you here once again. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our incredible content, where we dive deep into fascinating stories, quirky facts, and mind-blowing history. Today, we have an exceptionally rare and valuable coin to discuss, and trust me, it's one of the most shocking and awe-inspiring finds in American numismatics. This story is about the 1990p quarter dollar, a coin that most people would overlook, but has, in fact, become one of the most valuable and sought-after pieces of currency in the world. Imagine walking into a coin store or rummaging through your pocket change, picking up a quarter, and thinking, this is worth a lot of money. Now, of course, most quarters aren't worth more than 25 cents, but what if I told you that a 1990p quarter dollar was sold for an astounding $290 million in an auction? That's right, you heard me correctly. A quarter, not a rare gold coin, but a modern-day piece of American currency, was sold for a price that would make anyone's jaw drop. It's a truly bizarre and unbelievable story that all started with one small mistake, one tiny error in production, and a stroke of fortune that turned a regular quarter into a treasure worth millions. How did it happen? What made this particular 1990p quarter dollar so valuable? You might think it's all about rarity or historical significance, but there's more to it than just that. You see, back in 1990, the US Mint in Philadelphia was manufacturing regular, everyday coins, nothing that would suggest this coin would one day become a precious collectible. However, something went wrong during production, leading to an imperfection that would later make the coin a symbol of unmatched worth. This seemingly small error transformed a typical coin into one of the most valuable finds in the history of modern American numismatics. But before I get into the specifics of the error and how it was discovered, let me set the stage for you. The 1990p quarter dollar, which would later be known as the $290 million quarter, was part of the standard series of quarters issued in that year. Most of the coins produced that year were ordinary, unremarkable, and passed through thousands of hands, making their way into the pockets and wallets of everyday Americans. These coins were part of the regular minting process, which followed strict guidelines to ensure consistency and quality. Now, the 1990p quarter dollar didn't stand out at first. It wasn't until a curious collector stumbled upon a very unique coin that things started to get interesting. This coin had something different about it. Unlike the others, it exhibited an error in its design that wasn't supposed to be there. This imperfection, this tiny flaw, was the key to unlocking its incredible worth. Collectors and numismatists are always on the lookout for coins that have unusual characteristics or errors, as these coins can be worth far more than their face value. Typically, when a coin is misstruck or has an anomaly, it creates a rarity, making it much more desirable. The rarer the mistake, the more valuable the coin becomes, as it becomes a piece of history. And so, when this particular 1990p quarter dollar was examined closely, it was discovered that it had been struck with a minting error so extraordinary that it elevated this coin from a mere quarter to $1 million piece of currency. You might be wondering, what exactly was the error? Well, this is where things get even more fascinating. The coin had been produced with a slight misalignment in the minting press, which caused part of the design to be struck off-center. However, this was no ordinary off-center strike. The error was so pronounced that it made the coin appear almost like an alien artifact, unlike any quarter that had been made before or since. The misalignment was so dramatic that it caught the eye of a seasoned coin collector, who knew immediately that this was no ordinary quarter. The moment the collector recognized the error, he knew that he had stumbled upon something extraordinary. At first, the collector wasn't sure how much it was worth, but after consulting with experts in the field of numismatics, the true value of the coin began to emerge. Experts confirmed that the 1990p quarter dollar was, in fact, one of the rarest and most valuable coins ever to have been produced in the United States. The fact that it was a modern-day coin, a relatively recent issue, made it all the more remarkable. As word spread about the discovery, other collectors and investors quickly took an interest in the coin. Auction houses began to prepare for what was shaping up to be one of the most exciting coin auctions in history. The anticipation surrounding the sale of the 1990p quarter dollar grew, and when the moment finally arrived, the coin was placed on the auction block with a starting bid of $10 million. The bidding was fierce, with collectors and investors alike trying to secure the coin for their private collections. However, no one could have predicted just how high the price would climb. As the auction progressed, the bids skyrocketed, and before long, the coin had surpassed $50 million. The tension in the room was palpable as collectors and bidders jockeyed for position, each one hoping to walk away with the rare and valuable quarter. The final bid came in at a staggering $290 million, making it one of the highest prices ever paid for a single coin in history. The sale of the 1990p quarter dollar for $290 million sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. It was a moment of disbelief for many, as no one had expected such a modern coin to fetch such an astronomical sum. This coin, which was originally worth just 25 cents, had been transformed into one of the most expensive and coveted pieces of currency in the world. It was a testament to the unpredictable nature of coin collecting and the sometimes surprising ways in which the market values rare items. But what made this coin so valuable? Was it just the era? The fact that the coin had been struck with a misalignment made it incredibly rare, but there was more to it than that. The rarity of the 1990p quarter dollar was compounded by its flawless condition. Despite the minting era, the coin had been preserved in exceptional quality, making it even more desirable to collectors. Coins with errors are often damaged or worn due to their handling, but this particular quarter had been kept in near perfect condition, which only added to its value. The 1990p quarter dollar's rise to fame also had a significant impact on the numismatic world. It sparked a renewed interest in modern US coins, with many collectors and investors now on the lookout for similar errors or anomalies in current minting processes. The discovery of this rare quarter changed the way people viewed the potential value of coins, highlighting the fact that sometimes the most unexpected pieces of currency can hold enormous value. In the years following the sale, the 1990p quarter dollar became an iconic symbol of numismatic history. It was featured in magazines, documentaries, and books about rare coins, and its story was told and retold across the globe. It was no longer just a quarter. It was a piece of living history, a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting and the incredible journey that a seemingly ordinary object can take to become a rare and priceless artifact. The story of the 1990p quarter dollar serves as a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things in life are the ones that are most overlooked. A simple coin, one that could easily be lost in the shuffle of everyday transactions, can be transformed into something truly extraordinary by a small mistake, an unexpected error, or a rare stroke of luck. For collectors and investors, it also serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the market and the endless possibilities for discovery in the world of numismatics. It's also a testament to the passion and dedication of coin collectors who spend years searching for rare and valuable items. These collectors don't just collect coins for their monetary value, they do it because they love the history and the stories that each coin tells. The 1990p quarter dollar is just one example of how a seemingly insignificant object can carry with it an entire world of history, intrigue, and value. Now, as we reflect on the incredible story of the 1990p quarter dollar, it's hard not to be amazed by the way a single mistake in production can lead to something worth millions. This coin's journey from a simple quarter to a $290 million treasure is a remarkable tale that highlights the importance of paying attention to the details and never underestimating the potential of something that may seem ordinary at first glance. So, if you ever come across a 1990p quarter dollar in your change or in an old jar of coins, don't just dismiss it as another ordinary coin. You never know, you might just be holding the next big find in the world of numismatics. Thank you so much for tuning into this incredible story. If you enjoyed learning about the 1990p quarter dollar and want to hear more amazing stories from the world of rare coins and collectibles, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We've got plenty more fascinating content lined up for you, and we can't wait to share it with you in the next video. Stay curious, stay engaged, and as always, keep an eye out for the extraordinary in the everyday. See you next time.